Oh, I forgot to add in my other favorite line. Just Brave Girls. Don't want to eat. There's acid reflux. Hasn't been this bad since I mistook you for a miscarriage. Teach me for getting my hopes up.
Was it? I couldn't even drink. That's 2 weddings you've ruined.
Episode 548 of the TV Dudes, recorded July 18th, 2025. Such Brave Girls, Season 2.
Yes! We're back with a show so shockingly funny that we had to watch the second season. We watched the first season as part of our Patreon showrunner tier, which we'll tell you more about later. But now the show is back with a second 6-episode season. Will it still tickle us? Will the characters grow and learn?
Will Dev ever pay for anything?
Stick around and find out.
But first, I'm Nick.
And I'm Les.
And we're the TV Dudes.
And you know, a bunch of Brave Girls isn't all we watched this week.
I mean, it couldn't have been. There's not enough of it.
There's not enough. There's not nearly enough.
God damn it.
But before we get to our diaries, let me tell you how we first found this show. John Paul, one of our loyal Patreon supporters, joined the showrunner tier. JPV on the showrunner tier over at patreon.com/tvdudes. He said, hey, watch this show.
He did, and we did.
And it was a hoot. Do you have a show you think we'd like?
Or even one we'd hate. Those are fun too. Pick a show you want to hear us struggle with and see what happens.
It could also be one we love. It does not have to be a prank.
Either way, patreon.com/tvdudes is the place.
We also do a bonus episode every single week for just $1. This week, the bonus episode is our review of Sting.
Sting!
Which, I know what you're thinking, that doesn't sound like the title of a spider movie, but it was, kind of. And we will tell you all about it.
It's poorly named because children poorly name pets, apparently.
It seems like it. But we had a blast with Sting, and you can hear all about it over at patreon.com/tvdudes.
Yes. God, love patreon.com/tvdudes. It's where I get all my TV Dudes content in one-stop shop. Right now, we can talk about our diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
I watched... Well, first I kept up on Rick and Morty, which did a Jerry episode where...
Awesome.
I'm
a sucker for Jerry episodes.
Everyone walks in while Jerry's eating cereal and kind of like either yells at him or ignores him or whatever, and then suddenly Jerry walks in while Jerry's eating cereal and like, hey, what the fuck? Oh shit! And suddenly the first cereal Jerry runs out and tries to get through some dimensional hole. Apparently there's a hole on the trail, like Jerry's that have lost their families or gotten lost in the multiverse, where there's holes in reality wherever Rick uses the portal gun a lot. There's a soften in the reality where you can find like, okay, you open up this mirror dimension here and you can go through the coffee table here or whatever. Oh, the coaster's flipped up here on our house. It means it's cool for us to go through. And there's a system of Jerry, like an underground Jerry network that you can go and run around. And Wanderer Jerry shows our Jerry what it's like to live on the trail. And they do that on my way song, whatever.
Oh my God.
Only for it to do it later during a chase, and they just speed it up. Like,
awesome.
which I was like, okay, that's the funniest I've ever seen that fucking song used.
That's great.
Also, they bring back Gene from the Jerry Baree.
Yeah.
Jerry Jamboree, because this is the Wanderer Jerry. He's not wandering because it's such a great life. He's wandering because it took him so long to get back one time that Beth remarried, and then Gene shows up, and I'm like, oh, this is the Gene from
right. That makes total sense. Yeah.
I love
that's hilarious that like he fucked off so long that Beth remarried.
I loved bringing that back to like, okay, what a great little...
That's great.
This season has not had any running narrative with, Rick's not hunting his nemesis anymore. Good. No, evil Morty hasn't shown up. Honestly, to the point where I thought, like, man, I would actually like a little something connecting so that there was some follow through. But overall,
I don't know how much Harmon really cares about that. Because, like, Like the gas leak season was the season of Community that kind of had more overarching.
I think there was a level of getting involved in his lore because everyone kept giving him the note, and like they mentioned it throughout this series too. Like, go on some self-contained adventures. I'm sick of getting that note. What does that even mean? Like classic Rick and Morty invention. What the fuck? Like, so I think Dan Harmon was like getting into his own lore to kind of despite the fans of
Right.
No, I'm gonna get more
Right.
into it. Fuck, like.
Right.
Self-contained, self-insular is how I'm going to go, and I think maybe he's over that now, and is just doing what he just feels like he wants to do now. I watched the Guardians movies, so because watching Superman, James Gunn, kind of makes sense to me now. Very surprised he did not want to use Adam Warlock, since Adam Warlock is pretty. He's not the shitty.
He did really well with it.
He's not a shitty part of that movie. Like,
I think he lucked into really good casting on it too. He didn't get stuck with a dud.
oh, Poulter is fucking rules at this as this dumb kind of. I also watched Black Panther to watch a little more Riri Williams. Because like, oh man, that's really only other place if you want to watch any Riri Williams.
Wakanda Forever.
That's it. I actually do like that movie's too long, but I like that movie a lot. In regards to Namor's cool and good casting, but the dumb wings on his feet are
my
awesome.
God, they're so amazing.
Love them so much.
No,
also, the way he flies are based on like that jump around like skid thing he does with the wings. I'm like, man, in a physics class, I bet you that's making some professor tear their hair out of like, that's not how that would work.
But I love it.
It makes sense in my brain.
Yeah, no, it looks like he's balancing on. Yeah.
Which I'm positive would not be how it works. But
the other day, like thinking about Ironheart and Wakanda Forever, and like, oh yeah, that is where she is. Oh yeah, that is where Namor is. Oh yeah, how much shit happened in that movie?
A lot of stuff.
A lot.
Lake Bell's in that movie,
right?
And I know you've forgotten,
right?
I watched The Marvels as well, which has the opposite problem. It's so short. It's like 90 minutes.
Right.
Which you'd think would be, isn't that an advantage? Not quite in a Marvel movie. That means
that was the one I came out of and went, you guys actually could have used 15 more minutes because some of this needed a couple of scenes.
Well, yeah, the themes of these need to hit harder, and you need some setup.
Also, I think the ending is just weird. Float across the thing was like, no, you don't need to do that. Okay.
I don't think so, but
yeah.
But yeah, like, no, I think you Marvel movies are now hindered by the fact that like, no, you have a running continuity and you need more like time to run these through, especially with three main characters.
There's the 90 minutes of your movie, and then there's the 30 minutes of the stacking up ongoing Marvel movie that also has to be addressed.
But I didn't just watch Good Guys this week. I watched Bad Guys. I finally watched the Bad Guys on
that's the Sam Rockwell animated
Peacock, I think.
CG.
So Sam Rockwell and Mark Maron are best friends that run heists, but one's a wolf and one's a snake.
I did not realize until you were watching it that they are the only anthropomorphic animals in that world.
There's also the mayor who's a fox, but she's also a legendary thief. There's the guinea pig that's the nice guy until he's revealed that he's a bad guy. So the stories from like I'm the big bad wolf, and okay, so some of these stories are real, but like there are no like the anthropomorphic animals are the exception, not the rule. So like they're I think that's a good addition. There's a lot of parts of this movie that I was like, wow, what a smart, really good small decision. The opener is a oneer out of Reservoir Dogs and heist movies where they're in a diner talking about how Snake hates birthdays. It's like, everyone likes birthdays. It's like, well, not me, fucking. And it's like, okay, so Mark Maron and Sam Rockwell should do a heist movie together.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that they just did.
What do you mean? It might as well open with him going, what do you mean you don't tip?
Yeah.
I don't believe in it.
I don't believe in it. Like, well, you don't believe in it. Like, what? No, it's great. Man, I love this place. We always have a table. Like, just everyone is terrified.
Terrified. Yeah. No, also that intro, it looked like from the little bit I saw, just kind of walking through, that the animation of it, there should be more animated heist movies because the animation of it allows them to get nuts with the car chase physics.
Oh, the car chase. There's a car chase at the end of this. That might be one of the best car chases, even out of Fast and the Furious, that I've ever seen, because of how they have no restriction with the camera.
Right.
There's a fight scene that's all shot from a low angle that I know would be hard to set up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really taking advantage of an animated format in the fact that, like, while still looking and feeling like a heist movie. Also, the Craig Robinson as the shark, that's their master of disguise. And his disguises are all shitty and over the top, except that they work 100% of the time, always.
I saw one of those. Like, the first time that happened, because that's when you were like, no, the running gag is, and then everybody just believed it on screen. And I was like, yes, that is the genius correct decision there.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Yes.
A lot of small, very good decisions every step of the way going through the
Because I can't
movie.
stress enough, he still just looks like a shark with a wig.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's like Jabberjaw, only everybody's like, where did he go?
Meanwhile, he can go up into some random guy in like some random scientist in a building and goes, "Hey son, it's Dad. I thought we'd always play catch like you wanted." "Oh, finally? All right, Dad, let's do it."
Okay. Oh man, how do we show he's the greatest master of disguise on the planet? Like he could be your dad. What's the meme that goes around of like one day you roll over and you realize that, you know, your girlfriend of 8 years has been Gary Oldman this entire time prepping for a role.
Damn it, he's
That's
good.
just how good he is.
God, he's good. Anthony, what was it? No, Aquafina is the tarantula as their hacker. But Anthony Ramos is the piranha. That's their like fucking wild card muscle. Which is, you know, the smallest one of them is their muscle. Like,
Yeah.
which is great.
Which is great.
And they are, it is a scam to go straight. They get caught and are like, okay, we're bad guys, but we just never had a second chance. Come on. And like, they want to steal this Good Samaritan award.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that his crisis of conscience comes from the fact that he got a tingle because some old woman he saved accidentally through from falling down the stairs when he was trying to steal her purse, calls him a good boy, and his tail starts to wag, and like, oh, wait a minute. Is this what people get out of...
what it feels? Yeah.
No, I swear, like, every decision this movie makes throughout the thing, you're like, that was right. No, that was the way to go with that. Oh, that was actually really subtle and brilliant.
Yeah,
like,
just the decision that the opposite of an anthropomorphic animal bad guy is an anthropomorphic animal goodest boy.
Yes.
And it's not a good guy, it's a good boy. Because yeah, you telling me about the tail wag was like, okay, that's, again, great decision.
Well, right. Like, well, subtlety's dead. Like, how are we going to show that he's having a conflict?
Right.
Oh, how in any scene are we going to show his conflict of inner conflict? And like, through facial acting? No, that's cowards. I know a bunch of writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards. Have him wag his tail. I'm actually excited for the sequel now. Yeah, I think that was... I know I watched a bunch of other shit. I didn't actually finish out Revival this week, but I did watch bits of it, and I've been really enjoying that show.
Yeah.
And I was terrible at updating my diaries this week, so I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch of shit on the floor here.
Yeah, I didn't realize how many Marvel movies you actually torn through. Let's see. I also watched a few movies this week. I watched The Amateur, which...
Right.
Man, I think I like it better than the Accountant franchise on the front of Rami Malek is just as fucking weird as
yes.
Christian, as the character of Christian is. Only this movie does not make is not making a superpower or a thing out of he's just a weird dude that works as a data analyst.
Oh man, do you get your powers from being on the spectrum too? On the spectrum.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. What? Also, dude, we were just talking about bit actor that like everybody's best friend, like totally the dirty friend of like, oh yeah, you fucking him now, in Focus.
Oh yes, yeah, the Persian dude.
Yeah. So he turns up in The Amateur as well.
Awesome.
He's like his bestie at work, which is fun. But in all the comparisons being made between this and The Accountant, I think the truest one is that it also has a Bernthal problem. In that it has like an 80-20 split of like 10% of Bernthal at the start of the movie, 10% of Bernthal at the end of the movie, no Bernthal in the center.
Get ready for the Odyssey to have that exact problem as well.
It's gonna, yeah. No, he looks like the storytelling device in a movie that's going to be 3 hours long.
Yeah.
For the Odyssey. But The Amateur was fun. The crux of it mostly deals with everybody telling him like, man, it doesn't matter how much we train you. It doesn't matter what you do. Killing people is fucked up and will fuck you up. And you are not ready to do this. You don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
But like everybody keeps telling him basically that like, I know you're hurting, but you don't really want all these people murdered.
Yeah.
And they deeply underestimate it because he really does. He fucking does. He does want them murdered and he murders them.
Yeah.
Full stop. That sounds like
I do love the twist of it being, nah, I'm cool with it.
No, man. If that sounds like a fun 2 hours, I thought it was.
That's like a GI robot of like, oh no, he's getting sentience. Will he go against his programming?
Let's kill some fucking Nazis.
I'm super into killing Nazis.
Right.
You program me to the thing I like to do.
Right. No. Turns out I just love it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Another one that surprised me that I enjoyed, not as much as The Amateur, but more than I thought I would based on the trailer. Drop. Drop was actually really fun. It's not The Bartender.
Yeah, I know, like that.
There's a little. There's at least a hair more to it than that. Also,
Okay.
Christopher Landon's just a pretty funny director, dude that did Happy Death Day. It's got some fun style to it, and I like the guy from 1923. That's the male lead in this.
Also, you gotta imagine that shoot doesn't have many locations. It's probably was a cheap movie.
More or less. And I get the feeling they probably had a lot of time to play with the takes and reactions and because it's pretty tight. I enjoyed
not many
it.
big stars, like 2 locations.
Yeah, I was so sick of seeing that fucking trailer. Like not to a Speak No Evil level, because at least it wasn't a remake of a movie I hated.
I think, well,
but I must have seen it 30 times.
I think people need to go to the theaters more often because I think
the trailers are being set up. Like
advertisers have now adjusted for how often people go to the movies, and because people like you and me are an outlier of going
You're
to a
only
movie
supposed
every
to
week.
see a movie a quarter. I think.
Yeah,
and that we see it like a movie a week means that I know I saw that movie. I know I saw that trailer 2 dozen or 3 dozen times. I'm fucking so sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, actually watching Drop on Peacock was pretty fun. Another movie I watched that I'm not going to really go into, but I would recommend, even though it's slow as balls, Woman in the Yard. I started it. I got halfway through. I was like, well, that's boring. I got interrupted.
Yeah, your tone completely changed.
And I was like 2 days later, I was like, so I'm pretty sure where this movie's going. It's not that complex. And I was right in where it was going. I just didn't think it would go there quite as fucking viciously.
Right.
I really enjoyed the back half, like the ending of this movie.
Yeah. Not to spoil anything, but it would be like if a movie, a time travel movie ended with Ouroboros eating its own tail,
right.
And I didn't hate it. I was like, oh, they're probably going to do this. And it did that, but
but at least nope, if you're going to do that, that's how to do it. Like if you're going to be a movie about depression, this is how to go at it. It is marketed as a horror movie because it plays somewhat as a horror movie.
Yeah.
But it's not, and I think that's where the frustration comes in.
That's
in the first half of it, not having the faith of where it might, whether this movie was going to wuss out.
Right.
It just seemed like a weak sauce. Shit's going to fly around the house, but nothing's really going to hurt anybody till the third act, and everybody's going to survive. She's going to defeat this. Doesn't go that way.
How do you market that movie though? Like that's
no. I saw some people in some reviews that were like, so this is a big swing. This is different than some other Blumhouse movies.
Well, I mean,
and I would agree with that.
Like, I remember even I was mad about The Grey when going to the theater after the trailer promised Taken with Wolves, and I was like, well, honestly, the marketing department was fucked because if they had advertised this trailer the way this movie actually plays out, no one would have come to see it. This movie's a fucking bummer. Like,
the power of the woman in the yard, basically her shadow is real. So like when you're talking to her in the yard, like you'll see like her hand shadow will snake around and like hit a wind chime or something, so that you turn and like
cool.
And like they do that several
Peter Pan
times.
style.
Yeah, and it's real smooth. Like the effect of it is real quiet in the background, where like the shadow tips something over.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way that I was like, all right, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I give me 2 tries. I would recommend it though. Also watched The Unholy with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which is
The Unholy.
It's also got Katie Hazelton. This girl who's always been mute suddenly can speak and says that the Virgin Mary has visited her and healed her, and now she can heal people. And Carrie always comes from the Catholic Church and is like, we should put a shrine in this pissant town in Pennsylvania because of this. And the whole time there's a priest, William Sadler, who's like, yo, so I don't think that's the Virgin Mary, man. I think something fucking dark is going on with that kid. And lo and behold, they are correct. It is not the Virgin Mary. It is way worse than that. It is cheesy, and it is, I think, the same screenwriter from Popecercist with Russell Crowe. Ciao.
I never heard of that movie referred to as the Popecercist.
The Popecercist. It was fun. It's exactly the cheesy possession, evil, witchy cry, bunch of statues, cry blood, that kind of shit that you think it is. But I had fun watching it.
Does the Popecercist have a sequel?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't actually watch that.
I have not seen that one.
But I do remember the first one having a big swing in the fact that correct me if I'm wrong, that movie ends with them blaming the Spanish Inquisition on a possessed pope.
Absolutely.
Correct? Wow. Just,
if I remember right, yes.
Damn.
And of course, there's also Shadow of God, which
way to fucking absolve the fucking Catholic Church of that whole fucking
thing. They definitely intimate that, like, anything wrong with the church was this.
I mean, it's not like, if Hitler just wasn't possessed, he would have been a cool guy.
He seemed like a dude. Yeah.
But goddamn.
The weirdest movie, the last thing I'll talk about, the weirdest thing we watched this week by a mile, was a movie with Darcy Carden.
Yes!
And Shamik Moore called The Gutter.
The Gutter is so it's like I want to say it's like
it's a who's who of comics. It is.
It's one of those epic movies or disaster, like the Freeberg and Seltzer guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, except that it's not one of them, or I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It's
like
that for sports movies.
But it's that type of movie, but for sports movies. But this one's funny. Like, it's actually getting across sports, like just a sports parody in a bowling movie.
So it's written by dude who's been an actor in Duncanville and Sausage Party and Black Monday and just a ton of shit.
Okay.
But you can tell from the cast he's also been a writer on a bunch of stuff too. Wrote on Girls, wrote on Jerry Carmichael's show, wrote on Loudermilk, wrote on Black Monday, wrote on Loot. It definitely, as the cast keeps showing up, you can tell that it's every friend favor that this dude could pull. Like, because it is a ton of people you recognize as best friend from failed sitcom.
Yes.
Like everybody talented in Hollywood who's not working right now.
Didn't we recognize as one of them from
Bust Down.
Bust Down.
Yeah.
The nerdy one from Bust Down.
Yeah. Like there's, and the other, Lil Patience was also, not from Bust Down, but was from other shows. Like everybody in the background of this thing you've seen. Shamik Moore is this crazy, nearly homeless dude named Walt, never bothered to get his last name, who gets a job at a bowling alley called Alley Cats, and just by dumb luck is the Happy Gilmore of bowling.
Yeah, you just throw it down
It doesn't matter how he tosses it; it's going to fucking strike.
It strikes.
And Darcy Carden, am I getting her name right?
Yeah,
yeah. Janet from Good Place is should have gone pro, but should have been the next big thing, but wasn't because she's just drunk all the time. She has an open beer through the whole movie.
Man, she
and she decides Kingpin style to coach him. And so they end up then going up against Susan Sarandon, who's the legendary bowling champion of old, who comes out of retirement because of this kid. And Paul Reiser is the ESPN The Ocho announcer, basically. It's not The Ocho, but he's the bowling announcer that hates Walt and definitely has a thing for Susan Sarandon.
No, The Ocho only exists in Dodgeball and Knuckles.
Right. Oh my God, that's right. So the premise of it feels like Kingpin, feels like Scary Movie or things like that. What elevates this movie, the script is genuinely funny, but what elevates this movie is Cardin and Shamik Moore.
So
they are maniacs together.
There's no straight man in this.
No, they're both just
like they're just both fucking insane.
I mean, by the end of the movie, it's not even jokes. Like at one point, it just cuts to them like deep in a 9/11 conspiracy conversation. Like, just fucking weird.
I would think that some of the writing on this, like some of the writing is definitely very clever. I liked a lot of the visual gags.
Yeah. There's also some fall flat jokes that are just written clever. Dude, I get why you couldn't cut that out of the script, but also only you think that's funny.
Some of these jokes need to cut on a higher energy. The joke.
The scene will peter out
because they let things go on. Too long, but otherwise, it's Darcy Carden and Shamik Moore just fucking carrying this movie on their backs most of it.
Yeah.
The fact that he they run through the sponsorship gambit all in one scene.
Yeah.
All in one to get it out of the
we're
not gonna fucking come back to this gag.
Yeah. God, his Pornhub and cigarettes and what else sponsors him, but it's all just fucking awful. Yeah.
Darcy Carden gets stopped by a cop and you're not going to catch me slipping today, and has just an insane conversation that I still don't really know, but it tries to go unlock the cop's car. Someone painted my car to look like yours.
So deal with that. Yeah.
So you better fucking do with that what you will.
Yeah. That's it.
His
movie
last
feels
name,
like a fucking fever.
His last name is his catchphrase is N-word time.
Oh yeah. No, anytime
so no one could write his last name.
Like no one wants to, and no one wants to say it. Like even at the very end of the movie, when
Paul Reiser's like, "Well, I'm not going to even attempt that."
Yeah, like he yells it at the end, and Carden looks at him and it's still difficult.
Yeah,
it is still just hard to
hear. It's hard to get your brain around.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it's just part of the constant running jokes of just how white professional bowling is.
Yes.
But then, oh man, at one point, Carden tries to pull a guy aside of come on, white person.
Yeah. How much is this actually going to cost?
How much is it actually going to cost me? Oh God, it's Adam Brody that shows up as that's who she does that too.
Yeah.
The fucking health inspector that shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's actually going to be $200,000 worth of repairs. This place is very bad.
Yeah. It's big. What's your big dream? A threesome? We're like, man, you got to get off that.
Got to let that go.
Why? What's your dream? To wrestle that kid from Dune, Timothy Chalamet, just to see what would happen.
Oh man, the lady they're basically trying to save a rec center, and the lady whose bowling alley they're trying to save is like, no, man. If you let this close, I'm gonna have to open another business, and I don't want to do that again. Yeah, and she starts listing her other failed businesses, and one of them is gun range in my garage.
Yeah.
And she names a couple others and I'm sorry, go back to, did you say gun range in your garage? Yeah. I want to have to open another one, man. Yeah.
Well, nowadays, it lost its specialness. Guns are everywhere.
Right. Yeah. I don't even know where that was streaming on. I would recommend watching The Gutter. Or at least throwing it on.
There's just a creature in the bowling alley that they never name or.
No, it looks like it's a stuffed animal, clearly, but it looks like some kind of stuffed nutria or something. Like it. Seriously, the Boyle family should be around. Yeah, slap that hoagie out of its mouth. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know how insense. Like his trash behavior comes off as, God, you are fucking rubish, fucking just white. Like it's weird. His trash behavior does not come off as insensitive black humor to me.
Right.
Which I don't know why. It probably
That's the dude that wrote
should.
it.
Oh wow, I like his outfit as a colonial fucking like. On his what was he on his way to audition for Hamilton? What was this fucking?
I feel like he's on his way to a College Humor sketch making fun of Hamilton. But yeah,
yeah. Recommend
Yes or Lester.
Recommend The Gutter.
Who sent you?
I can feel the excitement coursing through my very trousers.
Bet she's a freak in bed. Love to blast through that legacy.
That's enough, right?
Not you. Thank you, goddess.
Oh my God.
That's probably going to wrap it up for Diaries.
Is it?
We can get around to talking about Such Brave Girls Season 2.
He was a successful, upstanding man, and then he met our 3 horsewomen of the apocalypse, and we've torn his life apart limb from limb.
I'll probably never see her again.
Hello, darling. I've always wanted to be a sugar baby.
I'm paying you, so you get off my driveway.
Good night, Prince Charming! We don't need men. We're better off without them.
Remember the family crest. Ignore, repress, forget. Ignore, repress, forget. Ignore, repress, forget.
Daddy!
I'm different now. Stronger, braver. I'm not gonna let everyone push me around.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run away.
A show that has, thank Christ it's short, the most uncomfortable intro of any show I watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the show title written in hair on a bathroom tile as it slowly
no
slides down.
indication where that hair is from, but
it's just a lot of hair riding out Such Brave Girls.
Yeah.
Like, it's both perfect, like, because it just takes like a second, but also every time I'm like, oh. So much wet hair. Such Brave Girls is a British sitcom about a dysfunctional single-parent family created by Kat Sandler for BBC Three. Second season ran from July 3rd, 2025. Sadler has described the series as being, quote, a family sitcom about trauma. But she's also said that it's about being narcissistic losers who are pathetically obsessed with what people think about us, which feels a little bit more on. It's about Deb, a 40-something single mother who's trying to rebuild her life with her boyfriend, Dev. Her 2 adult daughters, Josie and Billy, still live with her and are complicating her life. That's a very mild way of putting that setting, maybe technically true. The older sibling, Josie, is navigating mental illness and her sexual identity. Her younger sister, Billy, is in toxic relationships. Again, that's the tamest you can say this. So the show's created by Josie, Kat Sadler. Louise Brealey plays Deb, the mom, and Lizzie Davidson plays Billy Johnson, the sister, who's fucking crazy. Freddie Meredith is Seb, who's the sad sack that's in love with Josie.
Yeah.
And Paul Basile is Dev, the world's cheapest man. We've also got a few other characters, Nikki, Bianca, and Claire, that turn up. But you just feel bad for everybody who interacts with these people at all.
So this is an interesting, like, I think we talked about it the first season. It's an interesting show in the fact that I think we both came away from liking Poker Face season 2, but now disappointed knowing that, oh, Natasha Lyonne's character will never grow or change. And we came away pretty disappointed knowing that.
Yeah.
Like, disillusioned about the whole.
When you realize in the moment that, like, they fully reset Poker, like,
yeah,
that they did what a 22 episode show should do, only this is a shorter show. Yeah.
No,
I was sad that
they
like,
want this to be Murder, She Wrote so bad.
No, I wanted it to grow into a buddy comedy with
I want it to grow and change and find its whatever it needs to do.
I wanted the show to evolve, and it wasn't going to do that. Such Brave Girls has a similar thing. These people have they're not going to grow, really.
Well, that's the thing, is like, man, will I ever get, like, maybe it's just it's not in my face yet, but this isn't like Fleabag or it's more like Always Sunny, I guess, than anything.
I think that's why it reminded me of Always Sunny, because nobody running Patties is going to learn to be a better person,
right? It's just
whereas like Fleabag, she really gets better.
No, and normally I would say that you need a through line or a person you care about or a thing to root for in order to keep an audience engaged. But I will say I was highly engaged in this.
I watching this season
because I don't know what the next fucking insane thing out of any of these bitches' mouths is gonna be.
No. And like, even having a pretty good handle on how they are all quirky or what's going on with all of them, I am still floored by the left turns they make in any given situation, or how the combination of them makes it go so wrong. So that when this season ends with Seb and Dev moving into Dev's big house together, and the three girls walking across a field, sneaking away from the eviction guys, I guess homeless now.
Yeah. Kind of a dark ending.
Like, man, it just kind of, seriously, like, I thought, I mean, it wouldn't have shocked me. There was a moment where I thought they were going to set the house on fire.
Oh, we can't have it, nobody can.
Like, I honestly, and it wouldn't have surprised me. It makes me deeply hope that they're getting a third season, because the weird thing is, we had a discussion about this the other day off mic. There's still a coin flip chance that one of these people could grow.
Right.
On a third season. I don't know that that's what the show gives a fuck about doing.
I don't think you could get away with trying to make them all change at this point. But I think if you showed one has the capacity to change, that means they all do, and give people the hope.
I think that one of them could walk away from the other two's funeral possibly a better person.
And also our discussion led to a point of like, so what is with all these people? Because our main characters seem to be distinctly different than our main five, I want to say. The girls and Dev and Seb.
Mm-hmm. They're all insane.
Their aunt,
it's tempting to think Josie's nuts.
Their aunt is a little quirky, but kind of not in a...
Her aunt feels closer back to just shitty people, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas they feel like raised by wolves. Like, Josie does not know how the world works. Right. Nor does Billy.
No. I
think Deb's willfully ignoring
Billy's boyfriend is pretty regular boyfriend shitty.
Right. Nikki. Yeah.
The other Billy seems like, oh, this would be like Billy if you were more functional. Same problems, but just
slightly more functional.
But not debilitating.
They've both taken out multiple loans for him.
Yeah.
I love just the throwaway line that Billy's like, I can't take out another loan under Josie's name. Like, if Josie ever were to go check her credit for any reason.
Oh, no, it's fucked. But we were all like, why is it that, like, the world around them, like they're trying to seduce the guy that's, like, the mom's trying to seduce the guy that's coming to the far side.
Her wiles.
Ma'am, please stop.
I have a family. Don't make me file another complaint.
The sugar daddy and his family, I'm like, man, these all seem like regular people. Like, so the world isn't insane. This is a you guys thing. What is wrong with all of you? And I thought, like, okay, so we thought Dev was regular. And I was like, oh, no. He's just delusion. Like, they're all delusional.
Right, right. Is there, like if Billy is like, whatever, sex addict crazy or like sex crazy, and Josie's depression crazy, and Deb is anxiety crazy, Dev is somehow, like, is there a boring crazy?
I think I think you brought it up,
lame
like,
crazy.
So I think we got fucked up about it, and it snuck up on us because a delusion precludes you think a delusion of reality is interesting. You'd think the delusion of reality is more interesting than regular reality.
Oh, he lives in his own little world.
Yeah.
You're tempted to think that little world is interesting. No, the world's too much, and Dev has made a beige interior life where he lives.
Right.
And Seb is just as romantically, just like, Seb is willfully ignoring every bit of reality to focus on this fairy tale thing he's telling himself he needs to do for this version of, when he's at the wedding talking about all the things that Josie wants from this wedding, and you know it's shit that the mom and Billy have told him.
Yeah.
And all of it is like the opposite of anything the sister would want. And that they go through with that wedding. Oh my fucking God.
Like, well, this season just starts. Love that.
Oh God,
like, just
yes.
fucking opens. Like, oh, it's the day of the wedding, I guess. Like, oh my God, we're still doing that?
Which is basically her reaction to.
Oh no, I'm gonna fucking jump. Unless you tell me like, you love me. Sure, I love you. I know the best sex you've ever had. Okay.
Okay.
The best sex I've ever had. I knew it.
I thought they were going to count that as the wedding.
Right.
Her yelling shit down to him.
So yeah, but they're all telling themselves a version of a thing that what they need to in order to remain happy or get through the day. And I love that Dev's version of it is like, in order to justify him never spending money on anything, well, she never brought it up. Or
it would have been a lot easier for all of us to move into this big house. I thought that too, but she never said anything.
She never showed any interest.
Yeah.
And I was like, why weren't you interested in it, Dev?
Right. Well, I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
Also, man, Deb's like completely out of reality insistence in the same way that like, you think knocking wood or not saying at least it's not raining doesn't jinx you or something, like magic thinking. Deb has all these rules of how she'll keep a man from leaving her that you just slowly realize they sound normal, but she's using them in an insanely dedicated fashion. She never asks him questions.
Never.
Like, men don't like that.
Men don't like when you ask them questions. Why they never ask us anything.
Right. It leads to some just really great sitcom premise stuff, but also, holy fuck you people.
Well, it gets to the point where you need to... Subtlety isn't going to work with anybody. Like her trying to work Dev into paying for shit. Like, dude, I'm not sure if he would do it if you just straight up asked.
Well, like they have to slap his card down to the tap thing.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, I love that it immediately gets shut off by his bank for unusual activity because he's never used it.
Yeah.
And like,
I used it. And we saw his job, and I was like, okay, I actually thought that job would be not real, or I kept waiting for the twist being Dev doesn't have money.
Yeah, same.
But he has that house, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's house poor or
right.
something. I'm like, then they show like, oh, he's worked at that place for 19 years, he's getting a promotion. I'm like, no, he never spends, he must have money.
Right, he's sitting on a fucked up amount of money. There's almost no way he's not.
Yeah, and he's just a cheap fucking bastard.
Just the cheapest man on earth.
And I just want to go to the Deb and man, I hope people are getting the difference between when we talk about Deb and Dev.
And Seb.
God damn it. It's just too...
I know they did it on purpose.
They did. You're fucking with me. But Deb working him is like, look, I'm not even saying don't do this in order to get your life, but you need to pick another mark. Even if you marry this man, everything will be pulling teeth with him.
No, it would be one thing if he were the boringest man on earth and you hate him, but he buys everything.
Yeah. And I think do the daughters bring that up of like, you're such a nonce or like...
Yeah, but he's the worst, Mom. But
it would be one thing if you were a nonce
to turn him back to
shit.
old Deb. Like, but we hated him.
Yeah, but new Deb's even worse.
Yeah,
new Deb's even worse.
So they've got trying to get him and all of that going on, and also the continued shit with his dead ex-wife who's got a boat named for her.
Yeah.
And all of that. We got Seb, who marries Josie at the start and then is trying to get her pregnant for the whole season.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Get inside, my son.
Oh my God. We got Billy, who thinks she has a sugar daddy. Well, first she's just trying to have an affair. With like he's an older man. No, he's old. He's like older than me.
Thought we were just saying stuff like how I'm 15.
What?
Oh
yeah, you can't get hard that late at night. And I'm not trying to spend my entire evening thumbing in a softie.
God. So
like that is some Pam Archer shit to say, like pushing rope
come on,
here, man.
You're just getting one side hell.
Like Billy is insane.
So, like I forget how if I flipped it or worded it, but like, Billy's so insane, you forget that she's also really fucking dumb.
Yes. Yes. There are a couple of times this season where Billy turns around and gives what sounds like confident, clear advice to her mom when her mom really needs a strong, like, hey, get it together. Only it's the worst crazy person, stupid advice. And her mom like, thank you. I really needed someone to say that.
Thank you for reinforcing the lessons I've taught you.
Yes. And like you realize like, oh my God, this is the echo chamber that keeps all of you from growing. You can't do it near each other. But then there are moments where it's not just that Josie's depressed. There's a moment when she's throwing up in the bathroom at the Mother's Day thing and the neurosurgeon wife of Billy's sugar daddy is holding her hair, not knowing who she is. And Josie looks up at her, and you can tell is fighting between asking her to be her mom or date her.
Yeah.
But there's a shift in her eyes of like,
no,
it's like watching an animal imprint on someone and mate for life.
You know, that so
like, run, woman. Like, you need to get out of this bathroom now.
Remember the priest of the first season?
Right.
Like, proven to us that like that was the smartest character in
right.
this
No, when
world.
he just turns and fucking runs.
Fucks off. Like,
right. Oh my God.
Right off this chapel, just gonna go someplace, start over. So that's why I was like, man, I love watching you guys, but also it's predicated on me being in a fourth wall.
Right.
And like, I would need to be invisible, because I swear to God, you can't be in their sight line.
Yeah.
Because
that scared moment when Owatu's like, he turned around and looked at me. What the fuck? Like, I know that. I would know that feeling. Like,
because you like on the off chance that being around them means that you might be in their sightline when they're doing a thing or going through something.
I don't know. What if Billy is dumb crazy enough to see me through the fourth wall,
and now has decided,
right,
you are destined to be together.
Right. No, because like, you can't get away from them. Claire should not still be her best friend. I get the feeling that Josie occasionally goes a year without talking to that girl.
I feel like Claire is hindered by the fact she's in a wheelchair.
I think
it's just, it makes getaways harder.
Yeah. And she works at a bookstore. Josie hates books. It's not even that like Josie is into books and like has an interior world or anything.
Nope.
Like, nope. Also, Claire and Seb are so actually sad perfect for each other.
Yeah, well, they are both on one level. They've convinced me Seb's such a fucking douche that I'm like actually mad. I'm like, no, Claire.
Claire can do better.
I don't know a lot about you, Claire, but I'm gonna just take a random stab in the dark and say you deserve better than that.
Absolutely. I think she could eventually own or run that bookstore if she doesn't already, and she should get somebody better than Seb.
Then again, I don't know how much is Seb's personality feeding off being around these people all the time.
Though his bachelor party prank, when he calls into his own work from his own cell phone and threatens to kill them all.
I have a gun. I know all the layouts.
I have it all planned.
This place the ground.
And then later on, when they try to take, when they try to go to the casino with Dev, when they finally got him spending a little bit of money, and then they walk up, Seb can't get in.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Oh, no, man, you're on a blacklist forever.
Yeah.
Like, so you just think that like in this bag, like I have a gun and I've come back to finish the job. Well, okay, I'll leave. Yeah. But I think for me, the clincher scene, the funniest running gag of the thing is the darkest. Last season, they actually have Josie have a suicide attempt. So
that's how it starts. I think
it is. Yeah, it is like and they started with the family like, fuck you, you're faking it or whatever.
I was actually questioning this season. I'm like, man.
But it makes me want to go back and watch the first season to like, was I putting more on that being real? And the family knew it was her 15th try or something? And I just thought the family was being shitty.
I think the second season does its due diligence of, no, she has a plan. Like, she thinks about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, no, she's kind of like you can be suicidal and have never attempted suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember I'll always like it's man, I actually had I had the same thing on a crisis call when I first had a mental breakdown, and basically the same thing with Josie when she was like, so you have been having suicidal thoughts. Oh, what are you telling me that people? Of course I have. You're telling people out there don't.
Oh, God.
And
okay.
So I remember calling a crisis line and like basically just asking. So what kind of therapy would I look at if I was on a highway and I keep getting the distinct urge to, whenever a semi pulls back, to pull in and eviscerate myself, like. Or what's the type of therapy for not wanting to kill yourself, but wanting to go to sleep and never waking up? Like, is that
the same?
And I was like, and I legitimately had the question of like, I don't know how bad that is. And the person on the phone it's not good. So like
when Josie, there's a point where she's in the mental health facility, and they're having her drink like Ipecac or something to make her puke.
How many pills have you taken? No judgment here.
Lady never tells.
Lady never tells.
When they're trying to guess numbers and they finally get her to admit that she only took 2.
She never takes more than 2.
And Josie's response is, well, I would have taken more, but it seemed dangerous. and like, but now you've sat there and drank the entire cup.
Right.
Of
also, wash your mouth.
Oh my God, she's got black
the
around her
rest
mouth.
Of that episode is just black.
Is so fucked up. But when she's
it takes her a long time to get to the bathroom. Like, man, what I know about that shit, like,
it's pretty quick,
pretty fucking fast.
You hold that down a while.
Yeah.
But she's trying her damnedest to get herself checked in.
Oh man, I loved it.
No,
like,
it's routines. It's 3 square meals a day, and
there's a hard set of rules I need to adhere to. I can adhere to. Like
a buxom matronly nurse that'll.
There's like an episode of Psych where Sean kills like being in a mental institution, and I think like even Juliet is like, man, it is disturbing how well you fit in here.
You fit here. Yeah, this is not good, man. Because she keeps trying to get herself checked in, and then later on, when she's at the bookstore with someone else's baby, telling everybody it's hers.
Oh my God!
And gets caught on it.
What was I supposed to do?
And like, you need help. You need to be in a mental institution. You know, she really tried. Like,
they wouldn't take her.
They wouldn't take her. They're not kidding. She really tried. Y'all wouldn't take her.
So I want to say that Josie is one of those people. Like, okay, she actually runs into a bunch of mental health clinic things too, and seems to have the wherewithal. If she got away from her family, she could be next to a mental health professional that she would also do whatever that person says.
Right.
Because she would be deferential. Like, okay, that wouldn't be impossible to help her. She'd probably be the easiest person to help.
Right. No, because you could just tell her to do better stuff.
Deb, I think, would be harder. She has a whole lifetime of preconceived notions about gender or whatever. But I also think that she had a pretty close thing of like, maybe I am feeling anxiety, which made me think that, oh, maybe there is a way to break through to her.
You can't let Billy out of your sight.
So I think, I'm a person that believes in the goodness of humanity and that no one is beyond help except that bitch.
No, Billy's
you gotta write Billy off.
Yeah.
So Billy, this season, like, of course, just like last season,
Billy's gonna kill a baby out of jealousy or something.
Billy, I can't even tell if she realizes it or not. But the level of her not hearing a thing that is going to jeopardize a belief she has, or like a thing she does not want to hear, she will interpret. Like, it takes it to where people have to explain things to her 5 times.
Oh God, man! When Bianca's trying to explain whose baby it is,
Bianca, like, yeah, Bianca, is that her name?
I think that's her name.
She shows up with a baby and. Fucking what's her boyfriend's name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
It's really obvious.
And Nikki fucking flees.
Because in season 1, Bianca and Billy hook up,
right?
And then they're both going to run away together because fuck Nikki, we can do better than him, and they're right. Like, they can do better than him. They are a better couple than he is. But neither of them can, because Bianca screws Billy and leaves with Nikki, like fucks off. And then gets pregnant and has this baby now.
But fucking Billy does that to her this season of like, it's never, I don't know if like, and I really can't tell. Did Billy...
Can I still be in the perfect pussy club if I've had a baby?
No.
I'll have to look.
I genuinely can't tell. Did Billy believe all that when she's talking to Bianca?
I couldn't tell either.
And then...
But was planning this the whole time?
Or was she planning it the whole time? Either way, it's not...
It's psychotic.
It's just... dangerously willful neglection of a reality. Like, weird to see you show up with a baby. Like, whose baby is it? It's mine. Oh, wow. Okay.
Who's the father?
Who's the father? Nikki. Oh man, you were dating 2 dudes named Nikki? That's like
again, I can't. Are you willfully not seeing it, or are you really this? Because I can't tell.
She can't. The other guy's trying to pay her to like leave. But she can't not interpret like she's 12 pounds for like for sex. Okay, well you're not
specifically asked you not to do that. Actually,
all right. It's just gonna be a blowjob, but I'm not gonna put any protection on my teeth.
I'm not gonna cover up my teeth.
I'm not gonna cover up my teeth or so. Like, and he can't get it across to her that he doesn't want to have sex with her. Just take this money and leave.
Like finally, the wife, like, how much do I have to pay you both to just walk away from this table right now? 5 million pounds. I have 20.
Mm-hmm. Done. And I love that the wife's like, yeah, we're working on my husband's sex addiction. It's not like fucking.
And then he ends up leaving her, but because it's never been about the money between us. And like, oh man, you're as nuts as she is.
Well, that's the insane thing when Nikki gets arrested and she comes in and is like, hey babe, I was going like, well, I'm gonna need some money for a lawyer, or whatever. Like, well, I can't take out a loan, like you said, like I can't take out a loan in Josie's name. And he's like, if you loved me, you'd do it.
Well, and they show Billy just fully learn and then apply that lesson,
but doesn't fucking make the connection.
No, but doesn't get it. Yeah,
but like, wait, to learn this lesson, you'd have to know this is manipulation,
right? Or like, because she doesn't fully understand it, she doesn't do it to get Nikki does it to get actual money in return.
Yeah.
She's going to do it and not understand that you needed to get paid on the back end of it.
Well, she like, I think she gives like all the money he has left for like, if you do like, I give it to you all right now. Like if you really did it, like if you really let me,
she walks up with like 50 pounds.
So the cognitive dissonance Billy displays is a level of I've seen schizophrenics with more grasp on reality.
No, like on any given day, if you let her out of your sight for a couple of hours, there's a good chance that she like marries someone or kills someone or
even Russell Crowe can figure out the little girl isn't real because she doesn't age. Like he can like, okay, it's confusing because it looks real, but like fucking get a fucking around it.
Right.
Like the Billy can't. She can learn the manipulation tactic, but can't recognize it as a manipulation tactic. That's that's next level.
Right. Because she like knows that she's being played, but she still goes for it.
The tag on it, like, is like, oh, so, man, like you weren't even gonna keep him or put a tag on him. Why the fuck did I bother reporting him? Like, wait, you reported him?
That's right, and also. When they first are questioning her, instead of admitting that she reported him, she tries to play it off like Bianca did it.
Yeah.
Even though,
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, whoever reported him sounds like it sounds like that anonymous bitch Bianca has terrible eyebrows. Like we never who?
Man, I can't believe you're leaving me for your old ugly stupid wife. She's a neurosurgeon. An old ugly neurosurgeon. Like you can only get through one piece of information at a time.
Yeah.
Like it's
and even then she's gonna misunderstand it almost willfully.
It's the amount of work to get across a simple concept is just not worth the effort. You need the priest from the first season, just like only guy who knew what to do instinctively.
And like Seb's honestly lucky that Josie didn't fixate on somebody else more this season because that could have made everything else worse somehow. Because her
girlfriend, I thought she was talking about the
so
girl
did
from
I,
the bar.
which meant that, and I was honestly willing to charitably say that like, okay, maybe you have actually kept that going. It's probably not. You probably haven't actually put a label on it, but maybe you are actually still talking to that girl or making out with her. Because I thought she was going to book club and.
No, she's going to book club to just go to that art class.
Right. But she's not actually hooking up with this girl at all.
She's not hooking up. She's not talking to her.
No. What about those long
furtive glances?
Furtive glances across the room. That was me trying to figure out why you're in this class because you're not a student.
So I was going to ask about that. Do you think I'm your girlfriend?
Oh my God. When she gets them to call her girlfriend from the mental institution and then that girl shows up. I'm like,
yeah.
When she walked in and I'm like, that's just the TA from the class you got thrown out of.
Well, Well, I'm here for your finally scheduled counseling meeting, but it's joke's on you because I
don't need it anymore.
I have a girlfriend now.
Problem.
It's her problem now.
So you can lose my number. Because if we break up, I'll just kill myself.
I'll just kill myself. You don't have to fucking worry about it. Oh my God, are you having suicidal thoughts? What, are you kidding? Like, some people don't. So, do you have a plan?
What kind of loser doesn't have a plan? Of course I have a plan. You'll find me floating face down in the Thames.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I've got all my suicide notes stapled to my chest.
You wrote a note?
Oh, don't worry, it's laminated. I love that that's her immediate, like, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. It's laminated. Oh.
And that woman immediately calls security.
She's just typing suicide attempt over and over into the notes. I'm like, oh my God. I think that was like, every episode's got some fucking funny moment, but that was the moment that, like, dropped my jaw. That whole exchange back and forth of like, oh yeah, like, people don't have suicidal thoughts.
Honestly, good. Like, that's like, man, that's probably an example of a great mental health professional, because that's the exact thing you do if someone comes in and says all that crazy shit.
Right.
Just like almost like texting or hitting a panic button of like, please come in here now. Oh my God.
Right. Just reaching over to the silent alarm
I think
under
she's
the
gonna
desk.
do it in front of me.
Seriously. Oh my God.
So Dev seems to be out. If I were to keep him around next season, I would say he dates the sister for a minute, but the sister's already dating the gambler.
Yeah. Well, he's living with Seb, so I could see all them. I could see the three of them walking straight over to that house somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And it started.
Man, with the gambler guy, when he pays for the groceries or whatever.
Oh my God!
And she basically makes this sound that is like, well, that's definitely a sex sound,
right? Like, oh my God, lady. Yeah, no, she's gonna jump him right there. James
Deb, are
Bond.
you into me only for the money? Like, what? No, of course not. Name one thing you like about me.
I thought he was James Bond, but it turns out he's just a sex pest. James Bond is a sex pest. What? Yeah, I enjoyed the shit out of this show. I'm so glad it came back for a season 2. I don't know if they're going to get a season 3 or what they'll do with it, but I'm sure it will be.
Honestly, thank you for the creator of this show for having, I'm going to assume, a really hard time with their mental health in their 20s.
It's the actress that plays Josie, so she knows of what she speaks, I guess.
Because this felt like, wow, this is dangerously fucking. But also the one, before we talk about it, I want to put the one part that rang a little too true.
Yeah,
so
I'm in that photo and I do not approve.
I did not agree to the release of.
Yeah, Dev and Seb moving in together at the end, and Seb in his weird ass awkward way looking at Dev.
Well, man, who do we need women anyway? Like, man, if they would just listen to us going forward,
there just needs to be more places where men can just talk
about things. Man, I never know how to say this or like to or when it's appropriate to say this, but do you want to start a podcast together? And I felt like, okay, flag on the play. That felt personal. I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, that hurt as much as or worse than Vern's podcast on You're the Worst.
And how it's a statistical inevitability of two white men, two middle-aged white men share a room long enough, they will eventually start a podcast.
Yes, by law.
I don't like I don't know where this show will go or where it can go. I am just happy to see it go. Like I really hope they get a third season, and I don't feel like there's a proper show engine for this. I don't know how it ends or wraps up. I don't know if anyone can grow or change, or like I'm not bored of the fucking train wreck dumpster fire.
No, I definitely want to watch 6 more of these right now.
Yeah, I think 6 episodes is a great length for it too.
It is.
Like,
I tore right through it.
It feel like you could watch it in a night and go, "Oh man, that was."
Yeah, but you're going to end up wanting to rewatch them because there's a joke a minute. It's nuts. Yeah.
I feel like if they were a little longer, I might get sick of the insanity.
Yeah, it might actually burn me out.
It might be a little too much. I don't know. I think hits me on a really right wavelength, I think. But
well, that's probably gonna wrap it up for us this week.
Indeed.
Tune in next week, where we're gonna make a call. We're either gonna talk Hunting Wives,
okay,
or Entitled,
okay,
which we've watched a couple of episodes of Entitled over on Netflix, and it is nuts and fun.
Yeah, I do like that.
Brett Geldman.
I like Geldman.
Hunting Wives has two of our favorite actresses, Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow, in a show set in East Texas. So we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And we'll see what wins out.
Given Brittany Snow's track record, I would say that, like, doesn't have great odds. But I'll pull the lever.
But we'll see. And until then,
tune it out.
As they say in counselling, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Forgive me.
Absolutely hilarious.
The walls are caving in.